Yes, you can.
Okay, so let's start with our lesson. And well, Claudia, in the previous lesson, I told you that today we were gonna maybe practice our conversation skill, our speaking skill. And before we begin with the class, do you have any questions? Did you have any problems with the platform? Yeah, just let me know before we start the class.
All good.
All good. Okay, just the words. All good. Okay, yeah. Did you do anything interesting today? Something that you want to tell me?
No, I mean today was a relaxing day, so it was good. It was good.
It was really good. Okay. What do you have for lunch?
What do I have lunch?
What do
Okay,
you have for lunch?
I ate Peruvian food, but I actually I don't remember the name. It was it's like noodles, like green
Mhm.
noodles with a piece of steak.
Oh,
I don't
it
remember.
is okay.
But also I ate the soup called aguadito, so
Okay.
which was really good.
Really good.
Look at that.
Okay. So today we will practice with this book. Okay, it's a conversational book, and we will see how native speaker use words. And before we start with this, I remember you asked a question about the British accent. Are you interested in the British accent?
Yes, I am.
Why? Tell me more about that. Why did you say, I think I need to practice my British accent?
Only because it sounds very picky, and I don't know. I just like the sensation to feel like picky,
Hmm.
like elegant also.
Elegant. Okay. For example, so you can pronounce the word market. Can you say market?
Uh, with the British accent,
Yes.
a market.
Yeah, but okay, you need to maybe the vowel needs to last for about double seconds. You need to double the seconds. For example, market, and then you drop the R. Say market, market, and then you feel like you speak more elegantly. You see?
Okay, okay.
So if you want to practice your British accent, it works for me. So let's start. This is a casual conversation in the party. So please, you read the first sentence and the first structure, so we will analyze this part. Read it, Todd.
Okay, so hi, you must be John's cousin Matt, right? From San Diego.
Okay, for example, the word is not cousin or cousin. It is like the K, and then Z, N, cousin, cousin, cousin. Is never we say cousin or cousin, no, cousin. Because there is a schwa, so cousin. Well, he is my cousin. He is my cousin. You say cousin, cousin, cousin. Did you understand that part?
Yes, I do.
And then you have the word must. This word must be. And you drop the T sound because the T between two consonant sounds, you drop it. And you say must be, must be, must be. And what does it mean that this person is pretty sure 100%? I know that you are John's cousin, so I am pretty sure. So I use must. If I am not like, I am a 50%, um, I would say you could be. You could be. You could be. Did you understand the part?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, you could be. And they say, correct. I just got in last night. I just got in. What does it mean? I just got in.
Uh, she arrived last night, basically.
Arrived.
Yeah, arrived.
Yeah, arrived. So I just got in. It means that I get in last night. Get in as a phrasal verb, and this phrasal verb means to. Well, it has two meanings. Two meanings. The first one is arrive home. For example, I got in late last night. It means that I arrived late yesterday at home. And the second one, get in, is when you enter a vehicle. You see, I open the door of the car. Open the door of the car and and I got in. And I got in. You see?
Okay.
Let's continue. That's a phrasal verb. So I'm Todd, John's roommate from Tech. Glad to meet you. I can assure that I'm not saying like what John has told you. What about that part? Did you understand everything? Any questions about words or grammar?
Nope, all good. Okay.
Sure. How
Yeah,
often do you use the word sure?
I rarely time use shore, but there is a coincidence here. What's the difference between ashore and inshore?
Ensure.
Not
And
like not like on shore. It's like and shore.
okay, yes, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But wait a second. There's a different. Assure means that you say the structure is different. Assure that, assure that. But with ensure that, because we also have insure. Insure means like guarantee. That you understand?
You say guarantee?
No, no, we say warranty is guarantee, guarantee.
Oh, guarantee. Okay.
Guarantee, yes, guarantee, 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 guarantee. It means like maybe garantizar, asegurarse de algo. For example, I need to ensure that you maybe that you be or that you work here. You see?
Yeah.
Or I wanted to ensure that you got a good seat. I
Okay.
wanted to ensure that you got a good seat. Me quería asegurar de que tú tengas un buen asiento. You see?
Okay.
But with the assure, it is the same, but it has more meanings. It has more meanings. It is like when you say maybe decir algo secretamente o porque confía en ti. You assure somebody of something or you assure something. ¿Se entiende? Este assure es muy parecido al ensure, hace ensure que había. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Que el assure te permite usar una persona, en cambio el ensure, a ver, ensure, I ensure that, I assure you that. Ah, mira, el ensure se usa con el that directamente, mira, I ensure that, pero el assure también se puede usar con el that, pero lo más común es que tú le asegures a alguien, necesita una persona,
Okay.
¿vale? I assure you that, I assure that. And assure you something. Sí, te lo voy a escribir. Repito, mira, para que quede claro. I ensure that y oración. I ensure that y oración. El assure también funciona. I assure that. Es lo mismo. Hasta ahí van iguales. Pero el otro uso del assure es que te permite decir a quién le aseguras algo. I assure you that. I assure you that. That's the difference. Esa podría ser la diferencia. But both are like practically the same words. Did you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
I'm not anything like what John has told you. I'm happy to meet you too. I have heard about you, football player, party animal, extraordinary. What is a party animal?
Party animal.
A party animal. Are you a party animal?
I don't know what does
A
mean.
party animal is a person. It's a person who maybe likes going to parties. It's a person who prefers maybe spending time in a party rather than at home or doing a different activity. This is a party animal. Are you a party animal?
So sorry, but it doesn't make sense to me. But I know. I guess.
Are you a party animal? Una persona juerguera que le
Oh.
gusta fiestas, que prefiere estar en la calle que pasar tiempo haciendo otra actividad.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
I am not a party animal. Say no, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, okay. And then we have as a matter of fact, another great structure.
That's
As a matter of fact, what does it mean?
party animal. So matter. Okay. So
Okay, so as a matter of fact, what does it mean?
I have
It,
no idea. No.
as a matter of fact, is another way to say in fact, or actually, actually. Did
Okay.
you understand? Actually,
Yeah.
de hecho. So, and de hecho, me encantan las fiestas, te dice. Estoy feliz de conocerte y he escuchado de ti. Jugador de fútbol y un juerguero. Fútbol sí, y de hecho, me gustan las fiestas. But tell me more about yourself, you see? Tell me more about yourself. What do you do in San Diego? I'm a more of, for example, Claudia, when you want to, you say that you are a huge fan of something or that you prefer something, you say, I'm a more of a something. For example, you are more of what?
I'm a more of stay at home.
Eres más de quedarte en casa, eres más de quedarte en casa que than
Uh,
maybe going out.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you are more of staying at home or than going outside. Yeah.
So I have a question here.
What?
Which one is correct? The gerund or just the verb?
When?
Like I am more of stay or staying.
Staying. Just remember that after prepositions, after whatever preposition you have in a sentence, the verb is always in the gerund form. It means
Okay.
with ing all the time, all the time with ing. But just remember there are some maybe phrasal verbs, maybe some expressions like get round to, feel up to, be up to. And then here we have the preposition to. So we use the gerund. You see?
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that for all the prepositions, we use ing if we have a verb, but or except the preposition to, right?
Yes, right.
But there are some exceptions like feel up to, get round to, be up to, be used to, get used to, look forward to. After the preposition to, we use the gerund form. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, so any question up to this point?
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. So I think that it would be better for you if we have a real conversation. I want to have maybe a more advanced class with you. And it is really important that you try and express your ideas or feelings. I know that is really hard for you. And I am not pretty sure if you understand what I'm saying. Because remember that your speaking skill is different from your listening skill. They are different skills that you need to maybe master in the future in order to become a better speaker. My question for you is, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, 100%.
100% of all the words, yeah?
I mean, those words like uh, as a fact of matter. Sorry, as a matter of fact, no, because I've never heard about this word, but everything you're saying to me right now, I got it, everything. So thank
Okay. Okay. I think that it will be great if I check your words or the words that you use. And after that, I can give you maybe feedback. I guess
you.
this is the best way for you to improve and your English. And I would prefer it if you spoke in English. And if I would prefer it if you gave your answers, you see?
Okay.
Like a real conversation and then say, no, use this word, no, use this word, no, use this word, and I will give you feedback. I guess this is the best way for working with you. So let's start. So the questions will be different and will be difficult to answer because you gotta think. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So let's start. So how do you feel in your job? How do you feel in your job? Do you like it?
Um.
How do you feel at your job?
Okay. So
Hmm.
okay. What's it? Okay. Okay. Let's start right now. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. It
How
takes
do I feel
time,
my
of
job?
course.
How do I feel my job? Unfortunately, I don't
Okay.
feel.
I don't feel.
I don't feel like working in
Oh,
that place is good for me.
okay. And why don't you feel like working? You don't. I mean, the environment, the work environment, it's like um annoying, or like they are
Mm,
maybe bullies, or
no, it's not annoying. I
so.
believe that the lack of experience of all the people that are working there, it's it's something that I don't really like it. That's why I feel uncomfortable with. I mean, uncomfortable working there. Does make sense?
But there's a problem. I don't understand one part. You think or you say that you feel uncomfortable because they have more experience than you, or they don't have enough experience to work in the same place.
They don't have any experience to work. That's,
Okay. Okay. And you don't like that part. I mean, you hate that part because you think that maybe they can hire well prepared people, right?
yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay. So there is a word. I thought that we can use that word, that you feel or you wear or you are a fish out of water. Have you heard that expression, fish out of water?
No.
The fish out of water is when you feel that you don't belong to that group, that you don't belong to that place, that you don't belong to that situation. For example, in your job, you think, I can't work here. This is not my place. I would like to do a different thing. So I feel like a fish out of water. I am a fish out of water in my job. I don't like my job. I would like to do a different thing. So maybe in 10 days, I will quit my job. You see?
Yeah.
Do you feel like a fish out of water?
Yes, actually, I do.
Yeah, actually, you do. Actually, you do. Okay, you can say, as a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I do. Okay. And so, are you planning maybe to quit your job and maybe look for more opportunities, or you are planning to maybe work there for more years or more months or several days? I don't know about that.
Um, sure. I mean, I know that I need to get ahead in my life, in my personal life. So that's why right now I'm trying to looking for new places for job. Sorry,
And
for work, for work. Sorry, for work.
for okay, you're looking for more opportunities because you want to get ahead, right?
Yes.
But when you say that you want to get ahead, you want to get ahead maybe in something. For example, I want to get ahead in my life. I want to get ahead in my business. I want to get ahead in my job. I want to, you see what I'm saying? You need to get ahead in something.
Okay.
Because
So
when you say just get ahead, it means like sacar ventaja. You see?
okay.
Yeah, sacar ventaja, for example. And sometimes when you work with more people, especially older people, and you are a newbie, you are a new person, you're this is the first time that you're working, so they want to get ahead of you, but you don't let them do that. You see?
Okay.
Ellos quieren aprovecharse de ti, quieren sacar ventaja de ti. Get ahead of somebody. Get ahead of somebody. Get ahead of somebody. Get ahead in something. Get ahead in something. Did you understand that part, Claudia?
Yes, it do.
Okay, so you want to get ahead in your life, so you are looking for more opportunities, right?
Yes, that's
But do you think that you maybe sometimes get ahead of yourself? Get ahead of yourself, and without saying that you want to maybe look for more opportunities, get ahead of yourself. In Spanish would be precipitarse, que vendría a ser como que piensas algo o actúas de manera prematura. Do you think that you need to get ahead of, that you are getting ahead of yourself, or what's your opinion?
Um, that's a good question to be honest. So the big thing right now is you have you say something really interesting about me, and it is true. I know that now I have to be more relaxing in my personal life
Mm-hmm.
and don't get ahead
Yourself.
of myself. Yeah.
No te precipites, no te adelantes, don't get ahead of yourself. Take your
Wait, I
time.
didn't know. I didn't know that get ahead has another meaning.
It
Is
has. It has.
you
It
say
has a lot of meanings.
you say precipitarse?
Yeah, precipitarse. No te precipites. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself, man. Don't get ahead of yourself. Take it easy. Take
Okay.
it easy. Take it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, get ahead in, get ahead of somebody. Maybe it can also be, for example, Claudio, sometimes I go to the supermarket. I mean, I go to the local market near my house because I want to get ahead.
Quiero
Get ahead.
precipitar.
No, no, get ahead. It means ahorrar dinero.
What the heck?
Yes, get ahead means, but it's informal English. Informal English. In the US, people say, yeah, why are you using coupons? Because I want to get ahead. Keeping a budget is a good way to get ahead. Keeping a budget of your expenses, get ahead. Get ahead has a lot of meanings. I like that phrasal verb. You got it? Sure.
Yep, I should.
Of course, AK, don't get ahead of yourself. Try to think twice. Um, but when you say that they are not enough, maybe they are not good enough to work in the same place like you, what kind of things they are not able to do? I mean, they are not capable of doing what?
Um, for instance, if
Mm-hmm.
the lack of experience is affecting themselves to keep going in the job, to continue the job in a good way.
Okay.
For example, if I have to give you more information about what they need to do, they don't even pay attention to my words because I'm the chief, like a crew chief, and they don't even pay attention to me, and they don't get focused on the job that they supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't. Okay. They don't pay attention to you. Okay. I like the word take notice of. They don't take notice of you or what you're saying. Take notice of you. It means that they don't pay attention to you. You see?
Did you repeat me one more time the word?
Take notice to take notice of. Take notice of.
Okay.
Take notice of. Yeah, no te prestan atención. For example, she didn't take notice of me. No me prestó atención because
Okay.
she didn't want to listen to me. Okay, so they are kind of reckless. I love the word reckless.
Come
Reckless? I mean,
on.
in there. I'm sorry. Am I sharing the dictionary?
No, you don't.
I'm writing some words here, and when you are maybe saying something, I'm writing some word here because I want to check the words. Reckless. So reckless, or in your job, you see, because and what you give the instructions because you're the chief, right?
Yes, right.
But what are they supposed to do in their job?
Um,
They have to follow maybe or have to implement measures. They have to follow patterns. They have to. What do they have? They have to obey the rules. I
so,
mean, what do they
yep.
have to
So
do?
they have to follow patterns, such as every time when you pull up in the house, you have to unload all the equipments out of the truck, but they
Mhm.
don't do it. So in order to we don't lose enough time, I usually do it
Okay.
instead. Does make
Yeah.
sense? Am I good?
¿Tú lo haces en lugar de ellos?
Okay.
Yeah, I like this expression on the ball. On the ball means tienes que estar focus, mantenerse alerta, mantenerse al tanto, and be on the ball. Sometimes, for example, when you're focused, when you are really, really concentrated, you say, I am on the ball, I am on the ball, I can do it, I can do it. In this situation, they are supposed to be on the ball. They are supposed to maybe to take notice of you. They are supposed to listen to what you're saying, but they are getting ahead of you, right?
Yes, right.
Getting ahead of you, como que se aprovechan de ti, yes? And
Get
that way,
ahead.
because they say, okay, if I don't do it, he would do it. You see?
Sí. Wait, get
Yeah.
ahead significa aprovecharse?
A ver, get ahead. Get ahead tiene un montón de.
Oh, shit.
Get ahead, sacarle ventaja, adelantarse, ganarle, ahorrar, tomarse la delantera. ¿Dónde está? Mira, ahorrar dinero, el que te dije. Sacar ventaja. The company got ahead by adopting. Get ahead of somebody. Ey, no me parece get ahead. Sí, pero get ahead es como que tú le sacas provecho a alguien, le sacas ventaja.
Okay.
Tell me.
No, I say okay.
En sacar ventaja. Yes, they're getting ahead of you. Getting ahead of yourself. Precipitarse. Ganarle. No, I can't find the word in the dictionary.
Okay.
Yeah, but it means sacarle provecho, o sea, como aprovecharse de alguien, sacarle provecho a algo.
Okay.
It is not here. Sometimes dictionaries they have just maybe the more common words and the more common maybe meanings. But this is the problem. I can find precipitarse, save money, ganarle adelantar, game, acá.
Oh, being ahead.
Sacar ventaja, acá está.
Okay.
Sacar ventaja. Dice, the company got ahead by adopting a new business model. La compañía sacó ventaja adoptando un nuevo modelo. Get ahead. Overtake, tomar la delantera, adelantar, dejar atrás. Sí, por aquí apareció el menos uno. Okay, well, that's a tricky situation. And do you report maybe those people who don't work, or because I know that they are maybe coworkers, but you are responsible of the group, right?
Yes, I do. I mean,
You
yes,
are
I do.
responsible. It means that you are in charge of them. You see? In charge of them. Como que estás al mando. You are in charge of, I am responsible for the group. I am in charge of the group. So this is the word I would use if I were you. Okay. And do you maybe, I mean, do you have like a manager? Do you have a person who is like maybe in the hierarchy who is like in charge of you?
Judging me? Yes, of course I do.
And do they ask maybe information about the team or the group? And do you report what they are saying or they are doing?
Uh,
Or they
yes,
don't care about that? They
yes.
just want to see results.
I mean, I usually do a report about those situation that has been, I mean, that I've been going through, but unfortunately, he's not able to give me like a feedback or maybe a respond back to me.
Okay, you're saying a response, reply, give me a response by tomorrow. Okay, the person, well, this person doesn't give a response, right? Oh, Jesus. Ah, so this is why you feel that you feel like a fish out of water. I understand what you mean. Okay, okay. Let's move on to the next topic. In one of the previous lessons, you told me that you live with your family. My question is, are you in charge of your family or they live their lives there and you don't care about them?
Yes, I, I live with my family right now. But I don't even know what they are doing um here. I
I
mean,
mean, you live with them, but you don't know, you don't care about what
yeah,
they're doing, right?
I don't keep in touch with them.
Ah, you don't keep in touch with them. But do you live in the same place?
Uh, they live in the basement. I live upstairs.
Ah, okay. You live in the same country, but you don't live in the same house, right?
No, I say I live. Sorry, they live in the basement and I live upstairs.
Ah, they live in the basement. You live upstairs.
Yeah, it is in the same house.
Okay. It means that it is you live in the same house, but for me, it seems to me that you live in two different houses because you don't keep in touch, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I know.
You say that we're not close. For me, we don't keep in touch. Keep in touch is for me different.
Okay.
Keep in touch. I wouldn't use that word. Keep in touch es como mantenerse en contacto, no nos mantenemos en contacto. No, en este caso dirías that we are not close. We're not close to each other. Como que no somos, ah, no somos tan cercanos. You live together, but you are not close to each other. For example, you can live with your mother, but you live just with your mother because there is just one house and you need to share the house, but you are not close to your mom. You see?
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes you live with your mom, but your mom is not your friend, so it means that you are not close to her because you can't tell your secrets. She's not like a real friend. She's just your mother, the word mother. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer, for example, look at this part. I prefer that you. Is that correct?
Could you say one
No.
more time?
No, I prefer you to use this. I prefer you to say close to. I prefer you to say close to. And if I say rather than, I say, I would rather you said. You see?
Okay. Yep.
I rather you said close to rather than what? Keep in touch. Because you don't keep in touch with your old friends, but you are not close to your family. Okay. So do you think in your job, do you speak English?
Know as much as you want.
Just for the record. Have you heard that expression? Just for the record?
No.
Tampoco está acá. For the record, maybe? Yes, for the record. For the record means que quede claro que. Okay? Que quede claro. You say, for example, yeah, I live in an English speaking country, but just for the record, I speak in Spanish. Okay? I don't speak maybe all the time. You see?
Okay.
For the record, but people say just for the record. Para que quede claro que lo hice yo, para que quede claro. I love that word. I love that expression. Ah, you speak in Spanish. But when you talk to your supervisor, when they oversee your job, oversee, have you heard this phrase? Oversee is a verb.
Oversee? No.
Oversee means supervise.
There was
Supervise.
another phrasal verb. Um, I'm not pretty sure it was get over.
Get
No,
over. Get over means, for example, I have the flu and
take
I get
over.
over the illness. Or get
Yeah,
over, for example, I broke up with my girlfriend, so I get over it.
yeah. No, it was take over.
Take over. Take over is, for example, Trump is taking over the US. Hacerse cargo de algo, tomar el mando, take over, asumir, take over as a manager, you take over as the maybe director. This is take over. ¿Qué palabra querías decir?
No,
What word would you like to say?
pensé que era lo mismo.
No, no, they are totally different. They are totally different. For example, I would like that you start maybe sometimes. But do you have any friends in this place?
Yeah, I do. Of course, I do.
But they speak Spanish, right?
Yes, they do.
That is the problem. And you never say something like, "Hey, can we practice our English?"
No, because they
They
when I
didn't even know
spend
how to speak a word in English.
yeah, yeah, they don't even know how to speak any word in English.
Okay, te voy a enseñar lo que acabo de usar.
It was pretty funny because today I realized we get together with my friends and they usually speak native Spanish words that I don't really know, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes I try to use it in my daily vocabulary, which is something that don't really uh, needs to be useful in my English. So I had these uh, ideas like mixed up in my mind.
Yeah. Well, I guess that you should maybe practice more your English. Uh, but you should look for. You should have more friends. And there are websites, Claudio, especially for maybe a speaking, like Episodem, like Italki or Tandem. You see,
Okay.
they are like Tinder nowadays. But if you want to improve your English, eh,
Actually, I got tandem like yesterday, so
that's great. But I suggest that you apply Episodem. Have you ever heard about Episodem?
no.
You need to apply for maybe an account. You need to create your account. Then you will have an interview, and after the interview, you will talk to people from different countries, especially people who lives in the U.S., people who live uh, in Australia, people who live in Canada, because they go to these places due to the fact that in their country they don't have like many opportunities, but in those countries they have scholarships and they live there, so they want to improve their English. I like this environment, so I recommend that you enroll one of these sessions they have every day. So they are for free. They are for free. Okay, okay. Well, I want to teach you this because, for example, I always use all right. Look at this. We can use universal type questions just to check that something has been understood or confirmed that an action is agreed. You're not coming with us, right? Let's stop talking in circles. All right. They are similar to each other. Okay. All right. All right. Yes. Or yeah, they'll be yeah. As I used to check that something have been understood in the same way. Don't tell anyone about it yet. For example, I've never used this one. I use all right and right. Okay. Okay. And it is especially in the UK, and it is just for is it in negative. And it means isn't it? It's expensive in it, but in it can also be used to replace all kind of question tags like doesn't it, hasn't she won't, we it, sorry, we are late, we missed the train. In it, you have to buy a ticket before you go. In it is used mostly in British English. The American equivalent is right. So now that you are like maybe you are into British English, British accent, you should include the word in it in your speech. Right? Nice. And usually in the UK, so maybe teenagers aren't as clueless as everyone, hey? Um, I remember in Canada, people say, hey, yeah, but in the
Yeah.
UK, I don't like this word. What?
Uh,
Oh,
you
you
tell
say
me the meaning of this word AWE.
U? That what?
E E.
Oh, let me write it here.
It's like
Uh,
away, away. Yeah.
it's like oh, like this. When something that it is really cute, you say oh. You see?
Okay, 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 okay.
We have also you, and something that's disgusting. Say you. Then we have, for example, especially for girls. Girls say sorry. What does it mean? Sorry, it means sorry. But just for girls, you see?
Okay.
They say sorry, Carlos. Sorry, what the hell is that now? Sorry, sorry. Um, and there are like a lot of words that you're supposed to. It is like Spanish, similar to Spanish. More words that you are supposed to learn and understand. I remember that this one. What about this one? What does it mean?
Wait.
Wait. Wait for you. Yeah, they usually use these words because they are very lazy. They don't want to write at least one word on the cell phone. Do you usually use like this kind of acronyms or contractions?
No,
No, you never.
like never. Just right now, like RN.
Okay, just right now and be right back, I guess.
Yeah.
They are very useful. They are very useful. And also here we have on you. Do you know that's questions on you?
Kinda.
Kinda. For example, and I say, hey, do you speak Spanish? Don't you? Because the question is, do you is a question, affirmative question. So I use a negative tag questions. For example, you don't speak English. Do you? You see? You don't negative, affirmative the question.
¿Qué
Uh,
significa en español?
no significa.
Oh, yeah.
Por ejemplo, yo te digo, you travel to the US. Tú viajaste a los Estados Unidos. Did you? Pero como dice, tú viajaste, es afirmativo, sería didn't you? Pero si digo, hey, you didn't travel to the US. Did you? ¿Se entiende?
¿Es como y tú o no?
No, eso es como un no.
Oh, okay, okay. No.
El task question sirve para que tú te cerciores de la información que tienes. Por ejemplo, te digo, you are a teacher. Tú eres un profesor. Como es afirmativo, mi task question es en negativo. Sería, aren't you? De repente te digo, she doesn't understand. Negativo, presente simple. Does she? ¿Vamos bien?
Yep.
Have you ever played soccer? Haven't you? Porque dije have you. Esos son los task questions.
Okay.
And then we have a statement tags. They're like more advanced words, like me too, like that is, we did, he should. For example, a statement tags also called a reforming task. They go at the end of the sentence. And they're especially to emphasize and reinforce what the speaker has said. They're very informal to take the following for subject, auxiliary, or modal verb. I am bored with this. I am. Stronger than I am bored with this. I am bored with this. I am. My math teacher was lovely. He was a great teacher. He was. You see what I'm saying?
No.
For example, I am talking to you. I am talking to you. And then you say, wow, I've never eaten something like this. I have. You see?
¿Pero qué significa la have?
It's just to emphasize, you see, what I said before. Es como, I can translate it into Spanish because in Spanish we don't have a word. Es como decir, por ejemplo, I am bored with this. I am, realmente lo estoy.
Oh, okay, okay.
I am bored with this. I am. So you, wow, this is delicious. This is, you see? Or instead of saying this is, you say it is. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Like, that's a great restaurant. That is. We had a great time at the barbecue with it. James should spend more time in the kitchen. He should. You need to study. You need. You see? Especially
Okay.
when we speak, Claudio. We never use them when we write. When we write, it's not very common. And when the main clause has a subject, pronoun, statement tag can have a noun. So, for example, she won some money last week. Mary did. She was a great teacher, Mr. Mo was. When the main clause has a subject pronoun, the statement tag can have a noun. Ella ganó un montón de dinero. Sí, Mary did es solamente para enfatizar que ella ganó el dinero. Nada más. En español no tenemos esto. En español we don't have it. ¿Vale? And
Okay.
trust me, it is common. It is. You see? And trust me, it is common. It is. Like, realmente, así lo interpreto yo.
Okay.
O como de veras, de veras lo digo en serio. That's a great restaurant. That is like de veras lo digo en serio.
What's the meaning of statement?
Can you repeat?
What's the meaning of statement?
A statement. A statement.
Oh yeah, a statement.
A statement es como enunciado.
Okay.
A statement es un enunciado.
¿Solo tiene su significado?
A statement, it can be, for example, when you go to the trial and there is a jury, they have the statement. Tienen como que la declaración. Statement. Statement, statement. ¿Cómo se llama el que denuncia? ¿El que
No.
denuncia el demandado?
It's on the. How can I say that? It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, right.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't remember it.
Defend.
No, it wasn't. Oh, was it defend?
Defendant es el acusado. El defendant es el acusado. Y el demandante, ¿cómo se llama? El que demanda. What do you think? El plaintiff. Plaintiff. A ver, vamos al traductor. Word reference. I remember these words because there is a Spanish program here, which is Caso Cerrado. Have you heard about that?
Yes, a couple of times.
So she has maybe the word plaintiff, the plaintiff, sorry. The plaintiff, I mean, is the officer, demandante. El plaintiff. Plaintiffs accuse his neighbor of assaulting him. Plaintiff. And then we have the defendant. The defendant is el acusado. And then we have the state, the jury. Then we have the jury, el jurado, and then you have the statement. A statement. Statement.
Oh, we're gonna say acusado.
Acusado, defendant.
Okay.
O sea, si yo te denuncio a ti, tú eres el defendant. Y yo
Oh.
soy el plaintiff, el plaintiff. You see?
And how can I say like declaró? El acusado declaró.
Declaró. En el sentido de las leyes. Well, he. Okay, let me remember that word because you say declaró. And when you say declaró, it means that the person claims something. Claim, acá está.
O es como alegar. El acusado alegó, así.
Declaró, assertion, sostuvo, adjudicó, asegurar que, alegó, claim, claim, reclamar, de demandar, demand. Yo he escuchado que utilizan la palabra claim, claim.
Ok.
Claim. Ellos declaran, ellos afirman que algo sucedió.
Corríjame, acabo de buscar un ejemplo y aquí dice pled, pled, like P-L-E-D, pled.
Es que es plain, es que
No,
es complain.
no, it's pled.
Spell it P-L,
E-D.
plead. Suplicar, beg, obtener, legal court, defender, abogar. Esto lo que hace el plead lo hace el attorney.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
El attorney es quien te debe defender. Tu representante legal. Ni siquiera tienes un lawyer. Pero plead, a ver, tenemos declararse. How do you plead? ¿Cómo se declara? Es que una cosa es cómo tú dices que eres. Ah, acá está. Use an excuse. Usar como excusa es alegar. No, es claim. Porque tenemos el verbo su, que es demandar. ¿Ok? Y luego tenemos sue a complain. Algo así. Sue a complain. Porque es
Dem-
make a complaint.
Yeah.
Tenemos complain. Complain es demandar. Complain to somebody, reclamar. No me parece en este diccionario quejarse, sufrir de. But these are words that we use in the court.
Is there any phrasal verb I can use for quejarse?
Quejarse podría ser. They are. Ahora tienes que ver cómo se queja la gente. Puede ser mouth. Mouth es cuando haces. ¿Se entiende? Luego tienes, por ejemplo, como que mumble. em, like, decir algo entre tus dientes, yo sé.
Mhm.
Luego, complain literalmente es el verbo quejarse cuando tú te quejas de algo. Pero un verbo frasal que podría usar, I wanna get.
¿O qué palabra se dice para referirse a quejarse? Yo me quejo de la policía, yo me quejo de mi vida,
I
yo me
complain, I complain,
no
complain.
complain.
No,
Okay.
just complain, I guess. This is the only word we use. We don't have a prepositional phrasal verb for this,
B-
but Bergam too. I want to complain. Yell at too. I guess yell at can be sticking into butt. Gritar, chillar, grito, chillido, scream about, cry, outcry. Outcry could be. Outcry es también como que reclamar, pero es como protestar. Outcry, gritar más fuerte que. Nope. There isn't. I guess there isn't a phrase where maybe there is one, I guess, but I don't remember to be honest. Because people use all the time complain because we have the collocation make a complaint. It is like, for example, I know there are maybe phrasal verbs or words like het, which means go, but people never use het. People say go to. You see? You see? Or
Yeah.
not? I know that sometimes there are phrasal verbs for the same word, but in the English language, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I prefer to use go instead of another phrasal verb. And for that one, I guess there is one, but complain, grow one, mow one, complain. This is a slang. Issue a complaint, file a complaint. Go cry on somebody's shoulder. Esto no es como que te quejas, es como ve a llorar con otra persona. Ramble, not able to open your mouth. No, people just say complain, Claudio.
What can I say lloriquear?
Lloriquear. Ahora, ¿tu lloriqueo bota lágrimas o es así de que finge llorar?
Bota el aire, o sea, los dos. No sé.
Tears, tears down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. No, me sale, por ejemplo, hay un lloriqueo que puede ser Cry, crying lightning. No sale crying lightning. Um, Lloriquear es como cry, pero no me sale. ¿Qué otro más podría ser llorar? Puede ser cheer me up. Me está destruyendo, cheer. Cheer también podría ser. Tear, 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 llorar. Tear es como que lloras, amar, es algo así. Eh, pero otro verbo facial, no te podría usar otro verbo porque no lo uso. I don't use another phrasal verb for cry. We use, okay, let me be honest. In English, we use phrasal verb for situations. I prefer maybe saying a difficult expression with a phrasal verb rather than a simple word. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
En el inglés, o sea, de que hay verbos frasales debe de haber, pero por ejemplo, los verbos frasales tratan de explicar más que todo una acción con un contexto. Por ejemplo, sleep on. Sleep on es como ponerse la ropa, pero no es que me pongo la ropa simplemente, es sino, por ejemplo, es ponerse, dice, ¿cierto? Pero por ejemplo, imagínate que tenemos 3 minutos para irnos en el carro. Ah, oye, apúrate. Yes, I just need to sleep on my clothes. You see?
Okay.
Profe, pero ¿por qué no usaste put on? Es que se usa dependiendo de la situación. Yo me la tengo que poner rápido. Es por eso que allí, por ejemplo, diría sleep on en lugar de put on. ¿Y por qué no dices get dressed? Si get dressed existe. Es que en este caso la gente prefiere usar el put on y el sleep on en lugar del get dressed. Tienes que ver ahora el
Okay.
uso. El uso que es más común. Hay una lista de 108 verbos frasales que yo dejé. ¿Los has chequeado?
Sí, sí, algunos.
En el día de hoy, mañana, yo voy a estar subiendo todos los usos de esos phrasal verbs para que lo cheques también. Siento que hay como que te podría decir, necesito que practiques más speaking. I know that you live in a speaking country, and the problem is that you don't use your English. You don't use your English. And then you told me that you were like preparing for the Cambridge exam, right?
Yes, yeah.
So now that I see your, but there is something good. You see that you understand what I'm saying, and trust me, the audios they speak in the same way I do. You will pass the exam. I just need to know your deadline and just keep on practicing. I highly recommend to use episoden. Please try it. Give it a shot. Episoden. I guess if you use episoden, you will improve your English.
Okay.
Is one of the most interesting websites I've ever used in my life. It helps me, well, it helped my students a lot. You can find people from different countries here. Or how do you feel when you turn on the camera? Or sometimes you don't like turning on the camera. Maybe that it is a problem.
No, no, it's not. It's not. I'm good. Turning out the
Yeah, but
camera.
I guess that you should maybe try this website because here you will find people like you, people like me who lives in a different country and they want to improve. Like they truly want to improve their English. This is my piece of advice for you, Claudio. I guess that I can teach you more grammar. I just can teach you expressions. I just can teach you how to maybe express your ideas. But you gotta practice. You gotta practice. And this website is really cool for you. And you have to study the list of topics we have on the website. Which one of them did you study, for example, in the previous lesson? Did you study one of them?
One of the what? Excuse me?
Did you study one of the topics here in the list?
Oh, yes, I did.
Which one?
Um, I got it here. It was the use of workout.
Workout. Yes, workout.
It was.
What about prefer? Because in the previous class we talked about prefer.
Yes, I also studied before.
Okay, I will ask you 4 questions and then you can leave the class.
Okay,
All
sure.
right?
All right.
How do you say? Carlos, prefiero que tú hables inglés.
Carlos, I would rather you spoke English.
Utilízame el would prefer
¿Por qué?
para que le des una variación.
Okay.
¿Cómo lo dirías?
I would prefer you spoke English.
I would prefer it if you spoke English. Okay. Which one? Oh, okay. What about you want to talk about maybe playing soccer and cooking and your maybe and your day off? Which one would you like to do? ¿Cómo dirías que prefieres jugar fútbol a cocinar?
I prefer playing soccer to cooking.
I preferred
Playing soccer. Sorry, playing what? No.
playing soccer.
Yeah, play soccer to cooking.
Okay. I preferred playing soccer to cooking. Yes. And if you say I prefer to, what's the answer?
If I say I prefer to,
Uh
uh,
huh.
I prefer to
To play
play
soccer.
soccer rather than cooking.
Nope. I prefer play soccer rather than cook. Cuando me trabajas con el prefer tú, el otro verbo no va con nada, va literalmente así, tal cual nació. I prefer to play soccer rather than cook.
¿En serio?
Sí, va así. Lo que yo te dije es que el rather than tiene un uso que dice, mira, si empiezas con, con el infinitivo, el otro tiene dos opciones, va normalito o va con el ing. Pero en este caso el prefer es un especial, así que como es especial, no sigue esta regla.
Okay.
Pero bien uso del prefer. El día de mañana voy a dar una sesión. Si gustas, te puedes conectar. Te voy a mandar el horario. Son sesiones adicionales a tus clases por si te quieres juntar con otras personas. El día de mañana voy a enseñar cosas como el already yet, el still. Voy a enseñar temas
Aquí,
libres. ¿Ok?
aquí.
Bueno, en tipo peruano es... A ver, un segundo, la hora de Perú. A ver. No me acuerdo, pero es creo que 10 de la mañana.
Okay.
Lo que vas a hacer es simplemente te conectas a tu... A ver, ahí te voy a compartir para que también de una vez veas y te hago la invitación. Tan, tan, tan. Y ahí vas a poder conocer un poquito. Vamos a ver también, a ver, dice así, te conectas y acá dice horario. Aquí donde dice horario vas a poder ver tu, el tema, la hora y la fecha de la clase. Voy a explicar temitas libres en una hora. Puedo explicar unos 3, 4 temas, uso de verbos frasales. Por ejemplo, el día de mañana voy a enseñar lo que es already, still, yet y amount, quantity and number. Voy a enseñar el siguiente día. Obviamente va a sobrar tiempo, así que lo más probable es que corra con, por ejemplo, apart from, aside from, except for, y vaya corriendo los temitas que están allí. ¿Tienes alguna pregunta?
No.
El enlace de la sesión lo puedes encontrar ahí mismo. Aquí está el enlace de la sesión. Lo único que tienes que hacer es clic.
Okay.
Y listo. Vale,
Okay.
Claudio, ¿do you have any questions? Te invito a que entres a este grupito y que pruebes con episodio. Siento que es la única forma en que levelees y es que no tienes con quién practicar en donde vives. Siéntate unos 30 minutos todos los días, 15 minutos y la verdad es que vas a conocer gente y vas a encontrar gente que habla. O sea, no entra gente de nivel básico.
Okay.
¿Vale?
Perfecto.
So that would be all. Bye bye. Take care, man. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.